Hello everyone. Rabbit-Roo, Starcraft Broodwar Remastered ladder replay cast for you today. We've got Artosis spawning here in the bottom right of Polestar, and he is playing against a Protoss player with the alias Brainserver. So, it is now the 9th of November at time of recording, and I believe that everybody is in the throes of qualification for the next BSL season, which is why we see players playing with these BSL aliases. Jumper, who is another player on the foreign scene that I've kept an eye on for a while, is also doing it, and I'm sure there are many others. So because Artosis, we'll try that one again, is probably one of the more prolific casters of Broodwar himself. There isn't really too many casts of him actually playing because, you know, I think it's probably kind of weird to cast yourself. He has done it once or twice, but yeah, this sort of games of his are few and far between. So I thought, hello, it's 2025. Let's see what Artosis is up to. So I did capture on his YouTube channel that he's been trying to optimize certain timings. I think the one was to get a factory at, I think it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm not exactly sure what the timing target was, but I'm going to have a look at today's one and see what he hits. But he's definitely been working on a few optimizations, so let's see what we achieved today. Alright, so this is a Nexus first. I did not know this. I literally just picked this game at absolute random. And Artosis' favorite build, Nexus first, and he is going to scout it first. So let's see how he responds. Perhaps this will throw my when does he get his factory to 19, 20, 22, 3, 4. Next to another depot, and here's the factory at 230. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's the target. Good job. Alright, so SV comes in, gets the good news that it's Nexus first. We'll see now. I'm not too familiar with the theory around the rush distances on Polestar specifically. But I do know that if you first scout, that could in theory give you the opportunity to try and punish this. So let's see what our Terran decides to do. He is sending a Marine across the map to do a bit of pressuring. Seems to just be chasing the probe though for the time being. Here do come some probes being transferred to the natural. This was supposed to try and block this up, didn't work. He's just gone with a forge, so it's a slightly safer version of the Nexus first. But now that Artosis has scouted this, he might not pull the boys anymore because the Zealots will be good enough to deal with the Marines, and if he has a cannon here, it'll be over. So there's no ways he'll be able to punish it. Obviously, the compromise that the Protoss is making is that it's going to have a slower cybernetics core, he's going to have slower dragoons, so there is definitely a trade-off, make no mistake. So 2 factories here before any other kind of technology, so we're not going armory, we're not going doing any research out of our factories yet at the moment, so potentially some aggression from Artosis, we'll see. So we have 2 zealots, we have our cannon. So from Protoss' point of view, we are safe. And from Terran's point of view, we should probably be gearing up to expand. We do have a tank, a vulture. I think this would be suboptimal from Terran unless there is some kind of push because his expansion now is getting really, really late. Protoss is going up to 3 gates. Core is on the way. Interesting timing to complete your 2nd and 3rd gate before your core even finishes, but then you can pump out dragoons pretty quickly. He is starting to now stock up some gas. And here we go, here comes the push that we were expecting, including a few SCVs. So this is kind of going to determine whether this goes well or not. So we'll see how he micros this fight. Protoss will have cannon, 2 zealots, and 3 incoming dragoons that will not be done yet. Range has just started, so it's going to be rangeless dragoons in this fight. We will keep this bar down unless we need it. Cannon could do quite a bit of damage as well. It does have some probes to assist in this fight. Oh, siege mode kicks in. So that's going to be the end of the cannon. This SCV just sacrificed himself for nothing, sadly. Okay, so that cannon has been and gone. Now what? Are we bunker rushing? Yeah. So Protoss jumps on this tank. It's got a few SCVs repairing it. That Dragoon goes down. Another tank has come to reinforce here. I think our Protoss is looking in a bit of strife here, to be honest. I think he stands a very, very good chance of losing his Nexus. I don't quite understand what the purpose of this bunker was, though. It's not really in range of anything. No, he's making a turret, so he's just basically creating a camp. Okay, I understand now what he's doing. So just making a choke, making it very hard for Protoss to get out. Protoss doesn't have an observatory, does seem to be making a citadel behind this, so DT seems to be the plan, but with turrets and mines, I don't know exactly how he's planning to get out of this. Yeah, nice. That mine will give him any visions for any drops that come behind the corner, because that's something that you see quite often that Protoss will do. They'll drop over here and then they'll run around. Another option would be to drop over here and come this way around. I'd be impressed if Artie took a vulture and just popped a mine there as well, but we'll see. Yeah, so is laying mines to give himself some really good visibility. He still hasn't expanded behind this. Oh, I have missed this totally. So I've seen what he's been building, but he had a probe on the map the whole time. So he's making this technology over here. So we got a Templar archives, we got 2 gateways. So he's kind of sacking his main. What a crazy game this is. I literally just clicked on an Artosis game and did not know that this is what we were going to be getting, but here we are. This is looking around with his SCV to see what he can find. But of all the places he's scouted, this is not one of them. 2 DTs are on the way. Oh, this is going to be funny. So he's just happily camping here. I think because he sent an SCV, he's kind of suspicious. Protoss is expanding here now. There we go. There go our 2 DTs. And he is not expecting this. So there comes a turret though. It's 1 tank here and 1 vulture. Uh-oh. Kind of gave up the gig. Does get that mine in time. Trying to make some turrets, gets that tank. Where'd the second DT go? Ah, there it is. It's 3-4 now. Oh wow. This is a lot of DTs. Oh, they're getting so much damage. Does get that turret up, does manage to clear them. I think his SCV's also spotted this Nexus, because he went over here. Still keeps his base camp safely over here. What a weird freaking game. Like, where do you go from here? Kind of quietly just mining here. I guess the question is, does he try and push this position? Perhaps with a floating eBay or whatever to try and knock these Dragoons off. Protoss does seem to be gearing up to try and take this. It's getting legs. I think when legs finishes, he's going to go for it. So this is just very slow. Expanding here again as well. This is so weird. What a strange game this is. Absolutely crazy. It's just, for all intents and purposes, it's a one basing Terran until he saturates this natural, and he's got to recover from the workers that he lost there, so he is saturating it now. course, figuring out there must be some proxy tech somewhere. It's going to go and destroy this. This is going to have to get remade. Oh, that means that his upgrade didn't finish. I'm going to assume. It does still have quite a long way to go. Brainserver. This must be quite a low MMR dude. He's only playing at about 160 APM. Watching a vulture kill a building is just depressingly sad. Okay, so when's the big move out, boys? I want to know. Okay, this is quite compact, so it'll be, you know, vultures won't do much here. Just gonna move a few out anyway to go and harass. Lost his SCV to cannon. Okay, so it confirms that. You are a clown. Indeed. Dun, 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 dun. I think I'm probably raging at the fact that this Protoss had the audacity to take 2 bases behind a proxy DT. So he's getting his economy up and running, and getting the second gas as well. Plus to DT. I think this is going to be enough. It's out of range of the cannon, so may just want to kill this Nexus. Protoss really doesn't have any ability to get any units to reinforce this. Let's make another cannon here. Making 4 gateways somewhere. DT has arrived. The scan. And loses that DT. So where is he making these gateways? In his main. Well, okay. So he's going to just try and bust through the front door there. I was going to say, where has he been making these DTs? It's obviously that gateway there. It's going to send a DT to maybe try and save the space, although he's going to run straight into mines if he does. He's chasing now these SCVs. That's Protoss has the audacity to expand again. Oh, this is hilarious. Really, really funny. Uh-oh. Well, that's the end of that one. When is he going to push? He's got so many units, including Storm. Is there only 3 tanks here? 2 bunkers. 2 in each, I assume. His plan is to defend that. Doesn't seem to have much of a plan to defend that. The tank has now arrived to knock down these cannons. The big move out from our Protoss has also arrived to try and break down the front door. He's decided it's go time. Well, they're more than enough to clear this out and should be able to expand from here. So that holding is now done, and therefore his ability to get reinforcements out onto the map is also now sorted. He needs to, because he's fully mined out here, he needs to get himself a Nexus going. And I assume he may send some help. Oh, there's siege up in range of a cannon. That is, shall we say, sad? Okay, so now time to start moving his army around, I reckon, while he's long distance mining. Artosis is mobilizing his troops. 107 plays 100. I'm still backing Artie to pull this one out of the fire, because I think our Protoss has just played a very sloppy game. There's a lot of cannons here though. I'm going to try and break this down. Protoss going to try and expand here as well, make this an even longer game. Pulling some probes here, that's not going to be good. I'm seeing some blue move across the map slowly. Laying some mines here, knocking down this nexus, confirming nothing gets made here. He's moving his army along in a conga line. Gonna run headfirst into all these mines. He does not have an observer. So that's the end of that. All these zealots are gonna hit mines. Ow. More mines here. Does eventually clean this up. And holds that position. This is just mines, so he's still got this position going. This is predominantly just sending in here comes the tanks. Okay, so here comes his main army now. I think this is going to be a key trade in this match. He could really do this, observe. So he does have a robo. Just didn't clear the mines before. Here come the tanks into position to try and pressure this. Really not much by way of army for our Protoss here at all. 4 tanks. A juicy storm here would be useful. I didn't see him research storm, but I'm going to assume he has. There we go, confirmation. So we've got 4 tanks without any real protection. Got more tanks coming in now. This is starting to look very scary for Protoss. Quite low on mining. Artie's only got the 2 bases. Uh-oh. That's the end of the DT. There are more tanks arriving, which is the bad news for Protoss. I don't think 4 Dragoons is going to do a hell of a lot. Oh dear, more mines. Oh, I got quite lucky there. It's going to be a pretty even fight, this one. Pretty critical fight too. Oh my god, the juiced goons there. Ouch. Does escape decently enough. So totally no upgraded tanks. This has been an absolute scrap. It's hilarious. 117 plays 91. What a game. This is what the ladder's all about, guys. Shenanigans. Okay, so it does save that Nexus as well. Has a DT on the map, it's gonna get crucified. The one thing this Protoss has done is he's kept the high worker count. And now he's got a decent base count. He's getting this up and running as well. I think this might just be an economics thing. Artosis doesn't have a 3rd base. Oh, now he does, excuse me. He's keeping the Citadel here so he can shove it in his face. I think that 3rd base makes a big difference. He's got the gas going on it yet? No, not yet. He's alright. So he's trying to take this base down. Protoss is moving his army around. Potentially try and intercept some reinforcements as opposed to walking headfirst into this. It is going to lose all of his probes. So where are you going, Mr. Protoss? Gonna go and try and deny this latest and freshest source of income, which makes a lot of sense. I think taking the Terran army on head on, even with no upgrades, not the best decision, whereas this one I think potentially more critical, because there's not much money left here and he's pretty much mined out here. So that's kind of a trade scenario. Of course, Artosis can now clean up this base. This base is now gone. This base is now gone. So I don't think it'll really matter too much that he's denied the source. Because Artosis is starting to cash up money, not macroing behind this. Denai has pushed out around a macro, but just fell a little bit behind with all of the multitasking, but I don't think it's going to matter much. I think he's going to have held out in what was a very, very fun and very, very typical Protoss versus Terran ladder match. Some lonely tanks here without their cousins in arms. In fact, he's quite spread out now, isn't he? Where is Artosis' army gone? What else is seen down here? Gonna re-establish that base. Okay, well, our Protoss doesn't have any money. Our Terran seems to have plenty of it. How is this now? Because he didn't have his natural for such a big part of the game. So how's his natural got so much money? Alright, Protoss is moving his army around. Terran's army is predominantly vultures, lots of them. Series of mines. I think this is the death blow. So denying his final source of income. Forces the engagement. Oh, there's so many vultures and mines here. This Protoss has not used his observers too well, but he does have one with this army, to be fair. But that Nexus is dead. And so he is out of money. He doesn't even have enough units to take this army on. Instead of forcing the fight though, he's going to try and counter. Take the space one more time. I imagine. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. Bye bye little probies. So Terran is going to walk straight into the main here. Siege is up. Forces the engagement. There's just way too many mines here. I don't even think one zealot will get to the tank line. A couple of friendly mine drags there helped a bit. Even the reinforcing tanks are plentiful here with this last squadron of dragoons. Oh, that was a nice mine hit as well. Good game for Marty. I think he maintained his composure really well. And I can imagine he wouldn't have been too impressed from some of the shenanigans from the Protoss player, but that was a lot of fun. I think it's good to mix in some BSL qualifying class and continue to showcase the ladder, which is what I do enjoy doing very much. So if you stuck with me to this point, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you again soon. Ciao.